Good afternoon and welcome to Dairyland Baseball here from Jack Ackman Field. A beautiful afternoon after getting a little bit of rain yesterday, late in the day, and we had maybe about between a half and a quarter, 3/4 of an inch. I know over at Bucco Park, over in Stevens Point, where the firecracker is going on, they had about an inch over there. Plover had an inch and a half, but field is in fantastic shape here at Hackman Field for this afternoon's ball game as the Marshfield Chaparrals will be playing host to the Abbotsford Merchants. And these two teams go way, way back, kind of arch rivals. And Marshfield right now 3-5 overall as the Abbotsford Merchants started out a little slow on the season, but right now playing outstanding baseball. And they are sitting at 11-4 overall. Like I said, having a great season. We're going to give you the starting lineups here. The starting lineups for our pregame is brought to you by Shoot a Funeral Home. Shoot a Funeral Services in Stevens Point and Plover is here to help you with all your funeral needs with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shootafuneral.com. That's shootafuneral.com. Leading off for the Chaparrals today and playing shortstop will be Isaiah Byrol. Batting second and playing right field, Colin DeBoer. Batting third and playing center field, Riley Bowman. Batting in the cleanup spot and DHing for the Chaparrals today, Logan Homoka. Batting fifth and playing second base, Jack Tubbs. Batting sixth and playing left field, Colton Schillinger. Batting seventh and playing first base, Brady Loken. Batting eighth and catching for the Chaps, Ben Deach. Batting ninth and playing third base, Sean Bryant. And on the hill today for the Chaparrals, Neilsville High School grad, Cole Hediger. And the Chaparrals are coached by Luke Wirtz. For the Abbotsford Merchants, as I mentioned, coming into the contest with an 11-4 record, 5-4 in the Dairyland Conference. Leading off and playing shortstop is Tanner Robbie. Batting second and playing second base, Blake Jacoby. Batting in the number 3 spot and playing center field, J.V. Castillo. Batting in the cleanup spot and playing left field, Mateo Lopez. Batting fifth and playing first base, Peyton Schreiber. Batting sixth and playing third base, Lucas Stanke. Batting seventh and catching the manager, Blake Bargander. Batting eighth and playing right field, Carson Carbo. Batting ninth and DHing, Aaron Morrow. And on the hill for Abby today is Brady Schmidt. As I mentioned, Abbotsford coming in with a very impressive 11-4 record, and they are just coming off with 3 very outstanding wins just in the last week here. They played actually they played an alumni game on the 4th of July. That's tradition for the 4th of July. And they had that at Red Arrow Field, and so only one alumni one player got injured in that, but he'll be okay. So they last played at Cadott, where they won that contest 1-0, and last Sunday they were at Whittlesea, where they won 3-0, and on a Saturday of last week they played Whittlesea also. It was a home and away deal, and at home they beat Whittlesea 6-4. Coming up this Wednesday, they will take on the Everest Merchants at Red Arrow Field, and the time of that first pitch is 7 o'clock, and that is a Dairyland League contest, and it's youth night at Red Arrow Field. Baseball and softball players from the Abbey Heat Youth Baseball and Softball and the Booster Club from Kobe encourage you to wear their jerseys and join in the pregame introductions, and they will also have an opportunity to join their favorite Merchant ball player out on the field during the national anthem. So that's coming up on July 9th. That's this coming Wednesday. The Chaparrals, in the meantime, they will be in action, if I can find their schedule here. I know next Friday Yes, they are off until next Friday when they play host to the Eau Claire Cavaliers. Now, there's an organization that's been around a long time. I know Dale Varsho played for the Cavs many years. Dale, a former Marshfield grad here and also American Legion ball player. And in fact, former manager of the Legion team here at Marshfield also. And so the Cavs will be coming into town to take on the Chaparrals. And then the Chaps have 3 games in a row on the road at Whittlesey, Plover, and Merrill. And on the 25th, they play Wapaka. And on the 30th of July, they travel to Pittsville. August 2nd, they're going to play a doubleheader, one against Everest, one against Minocqua. First one starts at 12 o'clock. And on August 4th, their final regular season game will be on against Wisconsin Rapids, against the Redhawks, who are actually ranked number 2 in the power ratings this week. So, Abbey's schedule, their season is almost over with here, as you think about it, even though it's the first part of July, it's winding down pretty soon. On Friday, July 11th, this next Friday, they will have a home game against the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks at 7 o'clock, plus that game on Wednesday. Then on Monday, July 14th, they will have a home game against the Pittsville River Bandits at 7 o'clock. And on Sunday, July 20th, they're at Rhinelander to take on the River Monsters of Rhinelander at 1:30. And Friday, July 25th, they will travel and play the Everest Merchants again at 7 o'clock. They are also hosting the WBA Regionals this year at Red Hawk Field. That will be from August 8th through the 10th. And the state tournament for the WBA will be August 15th through the 17th, and that is at Augusta. So at this time, we will have the singing of our national anthem by Mayor T-Strike. And the national anthem, done by the mayor of Marshfield, Miss T-Strike. So, game starting just shortly here, and the umpires for our contest behind home plate will be Ken Dayton, and on the bases, Nate Crevillian. Nate, who does a lot of umpiring here for the Chaparrals. And we've got some of the kids from the Hewitt program running the bases today, as a tradition here for the Chaparrals, as the little kids race around and run the bases. In fact, they're used to shorter distances of 60 feet running the bases. So now you have to add another extra 30 feet yet to each one you're going to. So it's quite a jaunt for these little people with them short little legs getting around the bases here. So, hey, the crowd coming in here, a very nice crowd so far. And if you can't make it out to the ball game, we're glad to have you aboard. John is joining me here again today, and John will be joining me all football season long, too, as we will be covering the Stratford Tigers this year. The 3-time defending state champion Stratford Tigers. Marshall Lehman now taking over the head coach at Stratford High School, and looking forward to that Stratford football season. In fact, you think about that. In about another month, they are starting football practice, because I think that first ball game, if I'm not mistaken, the first ball game is August 22nd. And John, we get to celebrate my birthday doing the first ball game of the season, and so it's going to be a great time. So we're going to be up at Stratford, or excuse me, we will be at Mosinee for the very first ball game. And Stratford will take on the Mosinee Indians. So we're looking forward to that. So it'll be a great time. And usually in August, that first one, you'll have a lot of players with cramps and everything, because usually still about that third week of August, it's a warm one. So it'll be a great time with football season just around the corner. And but we still got a lot of baseball here that we are going to bring you here on Zaleski Sports. And also going on today is the Firecracker over at Stevens Point. They've got 3 ball games going on there today, as that is a tradition over in Stevens Point for the Firecracker and the Ed Karnak. So we're about to start here, and the first pitch will be coming in at 1:37, and it's a call strike to the leadoff hitter for Abbotsford, and Tanner Robbie, as the first pitch is at 1:37. And game time temperature is 80 degrees, and the winds are out of the north to northeast at 7 miles an hour. Kind of a partly cloudy. Sun is popping in and out here, but a very, very comfortable day. Nice breeze, and the fans just starting to roll in here also. So next pitch comes in. It's a ball out. It's actually a third pitch, Artie. I'm sorry I missed one here. It's 2-1 count now to the leadoff hitter, Tanner Robbie, who... as I mentioned, Abbotsford having an outstanding season. Next pitch by Hediger just misses inside for ball 3. 3-1 count to Tanner Robbie. Hediger with the pitch and catches the inside corner for a call strike 2 with a fastball. Behind the plate for the Chaps today, Ben Deach. Cole working out of the stretch. And a shot right at Cole, and he just barely gets out of the way there, as that did not miss him by much. I would say about 3 or 4 inches. But a base hit for Tanner Roby right up the middle. It will start out the game for the Abbotsford Merchants. And bringing up Blake Jacoby, the second baseman, a left-handed hitter. Working out of the stretch, and high for ball 1. As they're talking, pretty much a nice week. A little rain possibly coming in a couple times this week, and laying down a bunt and having problems hanging on to it, and ball gets away from first baseman Brady Loken. And we'll see what they call that here. And they are going to call that an error. But it's also considered a sacrifice, as it moved the runner over to second as he squared the bunt. So it is ruled as a sacrifice also. But it's an error on the pitcher. And advancing to second is Robbie on the play. So with runners at first and second, nobody down for Abbotsford, J.V. Castillo, the center fielder. Cole working out of the stretch, inside pitch with a fastball. As they're figuring to play a little small ball here, as Brady Locken playing off the dirt, up on the grass. Squares around the bunt. Gets it up in the air, and it's going to die right in the grass. And a base hit for Castillo, as a little small ball here by the Abbotsford Merchants. And they are threatening here in the top of the first inning with bases loaded and nobody out. Bringing up the cleanup hitter, the left fielder, Mantillo Lopez. And a swing and a miss and a fastball is Lopez. as corners are playing up. Second and short at double play depth. Cole from the stretch. And pitch upstairs for a ball. 1-1 count on Mateo Lopez. Cole gets the sign from Ben. And the delivery. And inside. And Ben didn't know where it was. He looked back to the, I'm thinking it came off the catcher's glove and also hit umpire Ken Dayton as Ken is looking at his arm and moving it back and forth a little bit. I know those can sting. I've umpired for 30 years and I took a few off the arms and the shoulders and the collarbone, and I'll tell you, they sting a long, long time. And from the stretch from Cole, and a swing and a miss. And the count now 2-2 to Lopez. Abbotsford's threatening here in the top of the first inning with nobody out, and the bases are all juiced. Abbotsford already with 2 hits in this contest. And pitch down low, ball 3-2. Cole from the stretch and the delivery, and a swing and a miss, and that is a Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. So Mateo Lopez goes down swinging for out #1 as Hediger trying to get out of this jam with bases loaded now with 1 out. And bringing up the first baseman, Peyton Schreiber. Cole working out of the stretch and shot down the right field line and foul against the fence down there. As nobody's going for that foul ball. Tell you a little story later on about foul balls and fans catching them. Very interesting that I never knew happened. So line shot out to right field, and that's going to score a run. And they're holding up Jacoby at third, but coming across the plate and scoring Abby's first run is Tanner Robbie. And a base hit for Peyton Schreiber, as that's the 3rd hit now for Abbotsford. And bringing up now the beer batter, third baseman Lucas Stanke. As bases are now loaded, or remain loaded actually. And the first pitch comes in at the knees for a call strike. So Jacoby at third, Castillo at second, and Schreiber at first. Corners are up, and short and second, still a double play depth. So if it goes to the corners, they're pretty much going to go home with it. And at second and short, they'll try to go for the double play. And a line shot down the left field line. And 1 run will score. And coming around third and is Castillo, and he scores. And it's 3-0 Abbotsford here in the first inning as the Merchants have brought their bats today.
The catcher, Blake Bargander.
And the catcher and manager, Blake Bargander. And that is, so we have runners at first and second. And 1 down. That is the 4th hit by Abbotsford this afternoon. A swing and a miss on an outside pitch. So 0-2 count to Blake Bargander, the catcher. Cole from the stretch. And a line shot out to center field, out to Bauman. Bauman makes the catch and throws a 1-hopper to third. Great arm by Riley Bauman.
Right fielder, Carson Harbaugh.
So with 2 down here in the top of the first inning, and Abbotsford up 3-0, brings up the #8 hitter, the right fielder, Carson Carbo. As I mentioned, great crowd here this afternoon. And a pop-up over the shortstop's head, over Byryl's head. And coming to pick it up is the left fielder, Schillinger. And a run will score as Schreiber went off at the crack of the bat and comes all the way in from second to score the 4th run for Abbotsford. And stopping at second is Stanke. So Carbo gets the 5th hit for Abbotsford in this inning. As Cole working from the stretch. And the pitch. Nice stop by Deach as he backhands that one coming off the dirt. And a ground ball to second to Tubbs. And takes a bad hop at him. And bounces out into right field. And a run will score as Morrow will reach on an error. And so as we are back to the top of the batting order now, Tanner Robbie batting. And a fly ball out to center for out number 3.
My bad, that was Tanner Robbie.
But Abbotsford comes up with 5 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors and left 2 men on. So a half inning of play. Here from Jack Hackman Field, it's the Abbotsford Merchants 5 and the Marshfield Chaparrals coming to bat. And you are watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Taqueria Monarca opening July 8th at the Marshfield Mall. Taqueria Monarca brings you the bold and authentic flavors of Mexico. Open July 8th at the Marshfield Mall. Taqueria Monarca.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field. As I mentioned, very nice day today, right around 79, 80 degrees. I would say with, we've got the Hewitt kids down here getting tickets for, as they'll have drawing for prizes there, and they also still have other giveaways going on here. They got merchandise for sale also. Chaparral merchandise. Concession stand is going, so come down and get yourself a cold one, or, you know, if you can't make it the ball game, grab a cold one. Sit on the patio. It's a beautiful day. You can listen to me, and we'll talk a little baseball and tell you what's going on here. And John and I will bring you all the action here. So, leading off for the Chaparrals here in the bottom of the first inning is the shortstop, Isaiah Byrol, followed by Cullen DeBoer, and then Riley Bowman is your first 3 batters. Isaiah, a right-handed hitter, and fouls one off. As I was kidding Isaiah a little bit when I came to the ballpark, as I know Isaiah very well, as he's the second grade teacher with my wife at Washington School, and he's heading to Europe this coming Wednesday, and he's going to be gone for 8 days, so taking a nice little trip, a little vacation before school starts, and school will be starting in about, another 6 weeks, 7 weeks, and so, but he's going to go over to Europe and catch the sights over there. So, and next pitch comes in down low. So 2-1 count on Isaiah Byrol. as both his parents were very, very outstanding ball players, Terry Byrell and Sam. And a base shot to left field by Isaiah to get the Chaparrals going here, as they have their work cut out for them here in this contest, as they are down 5-0 here in the first inning, as Isaiah gets it going with a base hit to left field and bringing up Cullen DeBoer, the right fielder. As Cullen is a former UW Platteville ball player, and actually came out of Waupun High School, and living here in Marshfield now. Cullen, a left-handed hitter. Isaiah with about a 4-step lead at first. And pitch comes in, just catches the inside corner at the knees for a call strike. 0-2 count now on Cullen DeBoer. Playing right field today for Luke Wirtz's Chaparrals. And throw over to first, down low, dug out nicely by Schreiber over at first base. Out on the mound, Brady Schmidt. Brady gets set. And the delivery. And a shot out to right field and gets down for a base hit. And rounding second and going to third is Isaiah Byrell, sliding in around the bag and catching that left arm onto the bag. As Isaiah made it a little closer than it should have been, but Cullen DeBoer with a base hit, and Isaiah moving all the way over to third on that base hit out to right field. So nobody down, and Chaparral threatening to get back into this ball game. Chaps had one, where was it? Up at Rhinelander. They had one, I think they were saying it was an 18-15 ball game. And a base hit to right field. Oh. And a great shoestring catch out in right field. I had a pole sitting right where the play happened here, and I had to wait till it was kind of over with here. But a great catch out in right field by Carson Carbo, as that was a shoestring catch and almost a double play, as DeBoer was way off the bag, and luckily the throw was way off and over the first baseman's head, over Peyton Schreiber's head. Otherwise, it would have doubled off DeBoer at first. But runner still at first and third with one down now. And Logan Homolka fouls it off, and he's got an 0-2 count on him here in the bottom of the first inning. Brady Schmidt with the delivery outside with a fastball. Has plenty of action this week on Zaleski Sports coming up also. And a swing and a miss. And now we've got a rundown going on, as it was kind of delayed. And Isaiah trying to get out of this thing, and it's going to be actually a double play when you think about it, as DeBoer will get credited with a stolen base, and then Isaiah gets caught in a rundown as Homolka strikes out swinging for out number 2, and so the play will have to go 2 to 4 to back to 2, then to 5, and then back to 2. So a very, very strange double play, and the Chaparrals looked like they were threatening to score a big inning here, and it turns out that they get no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and leave 1 left. And so after 1 complete inning of play, it's Abbotsford Merchants 5 and the Marshfield Chaparrals nothing And you are watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
And we're back here at Hackman Field and bringing up left-handed hitter Blake Jacoby, as Blake got on actually with a sacrifice, and it was a throwing error by the pitcher. He got on. He eventually scored the second run of that big 5-run inning that Abbotsford had in that first inning. And so he'll start out the second inning here. And he lays one down the third base line. Great speed, as he will beat that out for a base hit. As he's now officially 1 for 1 in the contest, as a little Billy ball going on here. Billy Martin ball, is Billy used to play a lot of little ball, small ball years back when he was, well, between the Yankees and also Oakland, but bunted a lot. And as Castillo squares around and pulls it back, but catches the outside corner for a call strike. Jacoby with about a 3.5, 4-step lead at first. And down low for a ball. 1-1 count on Castillo. Castillo singled back in the first inning and scored. And pops it up down the first base side here, coming over and trying and making the catch for the Chaparrals is Brady Lucken for out number 1.
Left fielder, Mateo Lopez.
As we got low-flying airplanes coming through here now. Must be heading to the airport there. And bringing up the cleanup hitter, Mateo Lopez. Mateo struck out. And the ball gets by Deach. And advancing to second on the play is Jacoby. So 1 down here now and a runner at second. That is Blake Jacoby. As Cole gets a sign from Ben from the stretch, and the pitch just outside. Two and 0 count. And catches the inside corner, and home plate umpire Ken Dayton calls it a call, strike 1. 2-1 count. And Cole wants a different pitch. Brushed off the first one. And fouling it off. And out into the parking lot. Story about foul balls was very interesting. That we'll see what happens. I'll tell you about this right after this pitch. And the pitch. And a ground ball to short. Byroll with the pick and the throw. And got him for out number 2. And bringing up Peyton Schreiber, as Peyton had a base hit out to right field back in the second inning. So 2 down and a runner at second. Talking about foul balls, back in the I think this was about 1920s, that if a ball was hit into the stands, you had to give it back to the umpire's net because it was the property of the team. So a kid decided, and if you did not bring it, you could be fined and actually put into jail. And what happened was there was a kid, 11 years old, in Philadelphia, kept the ball, and the Philadelphia team turned him into the police department and put him in a detention home for one night. But he got to keep the ball, though. And so that's when they changed the rule that the fans could end up keeping the foul ball. So it was really, really strange that they could actually put you in jail for keeping a foul ball, that you did not give it back to the major league team. And hit with a pitch is Peyton Schreiber, as he will get on base. So runners at first and second here for the Abbotsford Merchants, as they are threatening here in the second inning, leading 5-0, as they put up a 5 spot in that first inning. And coming up is Lucas Stanke, who singled and knocked in 2 back in the first inning. First pitch comes in for a ball. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Next pitch comes in for a ball, 2-0 with 2 down here to Lucas Stanke. Cole from the stretch looks at second and delivers and pops it up, and coming over is third baseman Sean Bryant for the catch and the third out here in the top of the second. So for the Abbotsford Merchants, they come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And so after 1.5 innings of play, it's the Abbotsford Merchants 5 and the Marshfield Chaparrals nothing. And you are watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field, as just checking over the fans here, as coming in a very good crowd. A lot of them a little higher up in the bleachers there, out of the sunshine. But great crowd here again today, as I would say we're looking at, I'll bet you we're looking at over 100 here today. Great crowd. But the Chaparrals coming up here now to try to get back into this ball game, as they trail 5-0 in the bottom of the second inning. And leading off is the second baseman, Jack Tubbs. And Jack fouls one off and heads back to the parking lot. Jack, a Stratford grad this year, and he is going to be going over to St. Mary's in Minnesota, play some baseball over there. Outstanding football and wrestler for the Stratford Tigers, and a baseball also. He was player of the year in football. Line shot out to center field, and corralling that one is J.V. Castillo for out number 1, as Jack will be heading over to Minnesota to play some baseball over there. And I just heard, too, somebody else that was going over to St. Mary's from this area also to play, and I can't remember who it was, but there is another ball player that's heading over there also to play baseball. And fouling it off is our next batter here, Colton Schillinger, as the wind does pick up once in a while here, but it's a nice breeze. very, very comfortable. That low front came in. It's not warm and sticky like it was for a while. And Schillinger gets a call, strike 2. And fly ball out to left, going back. And making the catch is Mateo Lopez for out number 2. Bringing up first baseman, Brady Locken. Yeah, at least it's not as sticky as my wife and daughter just came back a week ago today from Washington, D.C., and out there, she said it was just unbelievable as the heat out there, heat index of 108, 109, and they were doing a lot of walking out there also. So it's she used to love the hot weather. She says not anymore. You can, in fact, she used to hate it when I turned the air conditioning on at home. Now she tells me turn the air conditioning on. So it is, once the older you get, things you hate. And it's, she still likes me yet, even though I'm getting older. She still likes me though. So, but it's great. Summer is just fantastic here in Wisconsin. And next pitch upstairs for a ball. 2-1 count on Barry Locken, Chaparral's first baseman. As Barry was not with the club last year, as looking at last year's roster, so first year with the Chaps. Got a number of players that came from different areas that plays with the Chaps here. Cole Henniger, our starting pitcher, is from Neilsville, and Shane Bryant is from Molsonee. Brent Yested is from Greenwood. Colin DeBoer, as I mentioned, is from Waupun. And next pitch, and working a walk as Brady heads down to first. And bring up the catcher, Ben Deach. And let's see, we've got, Riley Bowman. I take that back. Riley is playing at St. Mary's also. I'm sorry. From Stratford, a teammate of Jack's just a year ago. So those two will be playing ball together at St. Mary's College over in Minnesota. And pitch upstairs to Ben for ball 1. Brady Schmidt on the mound for Abby and fouling out of play. So 1-1 count. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure that your vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with your insurance company to make it easy for you. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield's sunny south side. As Brady takes a look over at first. And the pitch. Upstairs and pulling it down very nicely is Blake Baumgartner. As that one almost got away. Count now 2-1. And a call, strike 2, evens the count at 2-2. As Brady gets about a 3-4 step lead over at first. And the pitch. And just outside, so we've got a full count now, 3-2 with 2 down. It'll be traveling time for Brady Locken at first base. Schmidt from the stretch, and the pitch. And just inside, almost hit him. And Chaparral's now making a threat here. As back-to-back walks have put runners now at first and second for the Chaparrals. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, Sean Bryant, the third baseman. Sean from Molsonee and played some ball at Northland College. defense at normal depth. And a high fastball swing and a miss by Bryant. And the pitch. Just upstairs. It's time to get your pool ready for summer. Contact Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local BioGuard dealer for the products and expertise to do it right. Next pitch, outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. On the number 9 hitter, Sean Bryant, playing third base today for the Shaps. As Schmidt takes a look at second. And the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. 3-1 count. As Brady having a little problems trying to find that strike zone. Takes a look at second. And the pitch. And upstairs for a ball. That's 3 in a row now. And back up to the top of the batting order for the Chaparrals. And time is called, and we're going to keep it right here unless there's a pitching change. We're going to tell you about Blues Hair. Put more spring in your step in Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Get your locks cut, colored, styled, and looking fresh as spring temperatures heat up. Blues Hair Studio is open Monday through Friday with appointment times to match your schedule. Get an online appointment at blueshairstudio.com. I know Joe Anderson worked with me last week, and when I read this, he turns to me and he starts laughing at me, and he says, you know, between the both of us there, we don't really have any locks or anything else to color or cut anymore because there's not much up there anymore. I said, Joe, you got that right. So the conference is over. Back to the top of the batting order. Isaiah Byrell, who started out for the Chaparrals with a base hit to left field. A big hit for the Chaps would be a plus right here now as the bases are juiced with Chaparrals with 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning, and Chaps down 5-0. First pitch comes in low for a ball as Isaiah fouls one off and evens the count at 1-1. As Brady seems to have a little problem finding home plate here from the stretch, and the pitch. And a ground ball to short. And tosses over to first as Robbie makes a beautiful strike throw to Schreiber at first for out number 3. Well, the Chaps tried to threaten here in the second inning with 3 walks, but they come up with no runs on no hits, no errors, and 3 left. And after 2 complete innings of play, it's the Abbotsford Merchants 5 and the Marshfield Chaparrals 0. And you are watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field where the Chaparrals are down 5-0 after 2 innings of play. And we're going to tell you about Bruce Orthodontics. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, They're changing lives, one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. That's Bruce Orthodontics in Marshfield. As the chaparrals still warming up out here. And we're looking to see if this is a pitching change, but I don't think it is. Nope, we've got the same pitcher out there. That's Cole Hediger still out there. As Cole did an outstanding job in the second inning there. Faced 5 batters and got out of two runners on. But leading off for Abbey here is in the top of the third inning is the catcher Blake Bargander as Blake flew out to center field. Back in the first inning and fouls one off here to start the third. As Cole gets the sign from Ben and the pitch and a ground ball down a third baseline and Blake rounds first and comes in with a base hit, so he gets in the hit column for the Abbotsford Merchants. As I mentioned, Abbotsford started out a little slow this season, but they have been playing outstanding ball in the last couple of weeks here as they took a pair from Whittlesea and they beat a very good Cadott team 1-0. So pitching has been outstanding. And laying one down the first base line and foul is Carson Carbo. Carson with a base hit back in the first inning. As I mentioned, they will be hosting the regionals this year. Let me see to find that sheet. Here we go. The WBA regionals at Red Hawk Field back in, it'll be in August 8th through the 10th, as Ben makes a nice play at first, snap throw down to first, but Bargander gets back in time. And so that will be at Abbey Red Hawk Field in Abbotsford. That field's been there forever. Beautiful ballpark there. Another nice stop by Deach. And of course the WBA state tournament will be in Augusta, August 15th through the 17th. And the pitch, and laying one down and foul is Carbo. And the count now is 3-2. As we got Bargander at first with nobody down. It'll be surprising if he tries to lay one down now. And he fouls it off as he takes a full cut. Little ruling here, if he tried to bunt and fouls it off on that with 2 strikes on you and fouls it off, he is out automatically. And next pitch just inside for a ball. 3-2 count now with nobody out. And waiting in the on-deck circle, Aaron Morrow, the DH. And Carbo fouls one off. Morrow getting a lot of exercise here, coming back to get those foul balls. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that is a Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened. And that is strikeout number 2 for Cole Hediger today. 1 down here in the top of the third inning. And Call strike right down the main drag here to Aaron Morrow. Aaron got on a ground ball error by second baseman Jack Tubbs. Breaking ball, just catching the inside corner for a call strike. Nice breaking ball by Cole. Cole settling down here after that first inning where Abbotsford sent 10 batters to the plate. And popping one up and backing up is Jack Tubbs and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down and back to the top of the batting order to Tanner Robbie, as Tanner is 1 for 2 in today's ball game. Started out the contest with a base hit and then flew and scored and flew out to the center fielder in that first inning for the final out of that inning. And so this is his third plate appearance here in the top of the third inning. And a call strike to Tanner Robbie. Next pitch, fastball upstairs for a ball. Nice breeze coming through the press box here. We usually don't get this. This is really, really nice. I got my papers all kind of clipped down so it won't be flying out into the stands out here. I've already lost 2 papers up that went through already. But couldn't been too important because I don't miss them anyway. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. 2-2 count with 2 down. And we've got a few people out there out in left field. Got 3 people with their lawn chairs catching the ball game out in the left field bleachers out there. As Robbie fouls that one off to stay alive. If you ever come to Hackman Field here, you'll bring your lawn chair along. You can get a real good seat. And a foul ball down the first base side. And a nice catch by first baseman Brady Locken for out number 3. For the Abbotsford Merchants, they started out with a leadoff single, but advanced no farther as they get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left after 2.5 innings of play. It's the Abbotsford Merchants 5 and the Marshfield Chaparrals nothing. And you are watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zalewski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane, open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes, no appointment necessary. See you soon.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field. And like I mentioned, if you come to the ballpark here, bring your lawn chair along. Because if you don't like sitting in the bleachers net. And what's really nice, they've got a nice big walkway along the first base side here, and another one down the left field side here, third base side. And people bring their lawn chairs and just might as well sit comfortable. And so we've got about 5 or 6 here on the left field side. We've got 2, 4, 6. Well, we've got about 7 or 8 along the right field side here. And you're right up by the backstop there, and it's a front row seat. And you want to know something? It doesn't cost you 1 cent at all to bring your lawn chair and park it right there and see some great, great baseball here at Jack Hackman Field. And you can come Friday night as Chaps will take on the Eau Claire Cavaliers, a team that's been around the state of Wisconsin for a long, long time. And I'll be here bringing that contest on Friday night. And leading off for the Marshfield Chaparrals here in the bottom of the third inning, the right fielder, Cullen DeBoer. Cullen had a base hit and a stolen base. back in the first inning. So let's see if the Shaps can get her going here in the bottom of the third and put a couple runs on the board. And first pitch upstairs for a ball. And we're going to tell you about Nuts Deep. Mondays were made for Mac. So head out over to Nuts Deep tomorrow night as it is Mac night. And next pitch upstairs for a ball. And get to Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield for Mac Mondays and try one of their delicious Mac options. There's a whole menu of options at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. So hurry in and find out your new favorite Mac at Nuts Deep in Marshfield. As the count goes to 2-1 to the leadoff hitter, Colin DeBoer, here in the bottom of the third inning. A swing and a miss at a high fastball. And the pitch upstairs for a ball by Brady Schmidt. A lot of action we will have on Zaleski Sports this week. We have a lot of Legion baseball going on. We've got and a shot out the right field and bounces in front of Carbo, and DeBoer picks up his second hit of the ball game out to right field. So the Chaparrals get the leadoff hitter as they try to get something going here in the bottom of the third inning. And Riley Ballman, who flew out to right field back in the first inning. Right-handed hitting Riley Ballman. As I mentioned, Riley playing some ball at St. Mary's College in Minnesota. Former Stratford grad. And a shot out to right field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit as DeBoer cruises into second. So runners at first and second and nobody out. Bringing up the DH, Logan Homolka, left-handed hitter for the Shaps. As the Shaps started out the first inning of this contest with back-to-back singles, one by Byrell and one by DeBoer, and could not muster anything as a double play occurred. And lazy liner and off the glove, diving right center fielder Castillo, and coming in to score is DeBoer. As out in center field, Castillo dove for that one off the glove. And Castillo must have thought that, or DeBoer must have thought that he had caught that. And really a big delay there. And DeBoer eventually does score the first run for the Shaps here. And Ballman goes into second. And Homolka gets an RBI single out of that. So Shaps now have runners at first and second with nobody out, and they are on the board, down now 5-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. And a ground ball to short, to second for one, to first, not in time. As Jack Tubbs hits one to short, the good speed of Jack Tubbs to take that possible double play away from Abbotsford. So Tubbs will get credit with a fielder's choice. Ballman advances to third on the plate. And Homolka is put out 6-4 for the first out. So runners at the corners with one down here in the bottom of the third, and bringing up the left fielder Colton Schillinger. Schmidt toss over the first. Tubbs head first, back into first base. Schmidt gets situated on the mound and delivery, and Tubbs takes off, and a high throw, and Tubbs with a stolen base. Tubbs has always been a threat. Last year, he stole, not this last spring, but the spring before, his junior year, he stole 26 stolen bases, was cut down once, and this year he had like 24 or 25 stolen bases also, and a drive to left field, and it's just foul. So yeah, anytime Jack Tubbs gets on base, he's a threat to take off. So runners at second and third now for the Chaparrals here in the bottom of the third. And the count should be 1-1. Oh, that is strike three by Schillinger. They had the count of 1-0 up on the scoreboard there, so 2 down here in the third inning, and Brady Locken comes up, right-handed hitter with runners at second and third. Brady walked back in the second inning, got all the way around to third, and the Chaps left the bases loaded in the bottom of the second, as the Chaps have left 4 runners stranded in 2 innings. And a pitch to Locken is right at the knees for a call strike. 1-1 count with 2 down. And the pitch. And a base hit, and that could score 2. And coming up and hitting the cutoff. And wild throw, and going into second. So Locken will get credit with 2 RBIs on the play. Advanced to second on an errant throw by the center fielder, as Locken had come to a stop, and the ball got past the cutoff man, and it came all the way to the catcher, and so Locken decided he's going to go to second on the play. But Locken will get credited with 2 RBIs on that play, and a ground ball to second, and a throw over to first to get Ben Deach for out number 3. But the Chaparrals come up with 3 runs.
All right, we got to do a birthday shout-out here.
On
Carol Franquick.
3 runs on 4 hits and 1 man left. So after 3 completings of play, it's the Abbotsford Merchants 5 and the Marshfield Chaparrals 3. And you are watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we're back here at Jack Heckman Field at the top of the 4th inning, as the Chaparrals come up with 3 big runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning to get back into the contest now, down 5-3, as they put up 3 runs on 4 hits. They now have 6 in the contest. And they sent 7 batters to the plate that inning. So Shap's out there playing some defense now as Cole Henniger still on the mound for the Chaparrals. And bringing up Blake Jacoby, the second baseman. Blake is 1 for 1 on the day as he had a sacrifice and scored in the first, had a base hit in the second. And the left-handed hitter squares and pulls back. As the third baseman is playing up on the grass, expecting a bunt from the left-hand hitting Jacoby. And swings away. And a low pitch for a 1-1 count. Cole from the stretch. And a ground ball to first. And the first baseman's going to race him to the bag. And as Brady Locken gets that on assist, 3 unassisted for out number 1, bringing up J.V. Castillo, the center fielder. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. And first pitch, down low for a ball to J.V. Castillo. And a call strike. Catching that outside corner. 5-3 Abbotsford here in the top of the 4th inning. Abbotsford 5 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. And the Chaparrals 3 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. And Abbotsford has stranded 5 in this contest, while the Chaparrals have stranded 5 in this contest. And a swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2 count. Cole from the stretch and the pitch. And a fly ball out to center and making a jump out there. Riley Bowman with the catch for out number 1. Or excuse me, out number 2, I'm sorry. And the left fielder, Mateo Lopez, coming to bat. Mateo struck out back in the first and grounded out to short in the second inning. As the first pitch is down low and gets away from catcher Ben Deach. And a call strike as pitcher Cole Henniger, Neilsville grad, has settled down after that first inning, giving up 5 runs on 5 hits, but has only given up 2 hits since then. And following back is Lopez. As he has retired now 5 in a row. Last person to get on was Blake Bargander. And a fly ball out to center field and a 1-hopper to Ballman. No more than I say that, as Lopez gets a base hit to center field. And Peyton Schreiber, the first baseman, as Peyton is 1 for 1 in today's contest. Got a base hit and scored in the first. Got hit by a pitch in the second. And now makes his 3rd plate appearance in today's contest as he digs in at the batter's box here. And a fly ball into the power alley. And Ballman just can't get there quick enough. Takes it on 1 hop and throws into second. And going into third is Lopez. So runners at first and third with 2 down. And bringing up the third baseman, Lucas Stanke, as Lucas has a base hit. Actually a 2-run or 2 RBI base hit back in the first inning and popped up to the third baseman in the second. And a call strike right down Main Street, right at the belt. And Marshfield fans would like to see this gentleman strike out, as it's the beer batter, as the drink prices go to half price if this gentleman strikes out. Cole from the stretch. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that is a Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened. So Steinke strikes out and makes the Chaparral fans very happy. And the Abbotsford Merchants go no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And so after 3.5 innings of play, it's the Abbotsford Merchants 5 and the Marshfield Chaparrals 3. And you're watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field, and I'm just trying to get done a little paperwork here, as I forgot to finish my power ratings that came out through the WBAA just this last week, and we're picking up that up here. So for the Chaparrals, leading off for them is, let's take a look here, is the number 9 hitter, Sean Bryant. And pitch catches the outside corner. Sean walked back in the second inning. And the count now 0-1. And the pitch catches the outside corner right at the knees. So an 0-2 count to Sean Bryant. As the Chaparrals are back in this contest 5-3, and fouls it off. And down low, nice stop by Baumgartner. And the pitch. Just low, just missing. 3-2 count to the leadoff hitter, Sean Bryant, here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And ball 4. As Sean works for a walk the second time in this contest, and that is the 4th walk in the contest. And bringing up Isaiah Byrol, the leadoff hitter for the Chaparrals, playing shortstop today. And Isaiah is 1 for 2 as he started out the game with a base hit and grounded out to the shortstop. And calling a strike on the outside corner at the knees to Isaiah Byrol. And throw over the first, and back in time is Bryant. From the stretch, and the pitch. And a shot out to center, and bounces in front of the center fielder. And just getting into second base there, as Bryant had to hold up a little bit to see if that was going to be caught by the center fielder, Castillo. And Bryant had to slide into second as it was pretty close. But Isaiah picks up his second base hit, and the time is called now with the Chaparrals threatening here, and actually with the go-ahead run coming to the plate. And Colin DeBoer, and DeBoer in today's contest is 2 for 2 as he singled back in the first with and a stolen base. And it looks like we will have a pitching change here as they are going to move things around here. And we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll get the changes here of what's going on. So we'll be right back, and you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Well, you can go one more if you want.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
All right, and we're back here at Hackman Field. And we've got a few changes here. But we've got now a new pitcher, and that is Tanner Robbie, the right-hander. And first pitch down low for a ball. Runners at first and second, nobody down here in the bottom of the fourth inning as the Chaparrals are threatening. Now playing short is J.V. Castillo, and I have not caught who's playing center field out there. That is number 20. That is Lopez, who was playing center field. And a base hit to right field, and they're going to hold up Bryant at third. So DeBoer picks up his third hit of the contest. A big hit for the Chaparrals. So bases loaded here now with nobody down. And coming to the plate, Riley Bowman, who has flown out to the right fielder in the first inning. And a base hit to right and scored back in the third. And on the mound is a call strike on the outside corner. And pitching now is Robbie, who was at short. And a swing and a miss. And the pitch. They're calling catching the inside corner for a call strike.
Designated hitter, Logan Homolka.
And bringing up Logan Homolka, the DH. Logan struck out back in the first and singled and knocked in a run back in the third. as he knocked in the first Chaparral ball game, or knocked in the first run for the Chaparrals, and catches the inside corner for a strike. Robbie from the stretch, and the pitch. Way outside. Robbie's got to be very careful here. Molka's actually got good power. And a fly ball out to center field should bring in a run. And making the catch and scoring is Bryant to make it now a 5-4 ball game.
Second baseman, Jack.
As Homolka picks up his second RBI. And that fly ball out to Lopez out in center field. Robbie catches the outside corner. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Robbie gets the sign from Baumgartner. Sets and delivers. And a ground ball to short. And a flip to second for out number 3.
Final score, Brewers 3, Marlins 1.
So the Champs come up with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. So after 4 complete innings of play, it's the Abbotsford Merchants 5 and the Marshfield Chaparrals 4. And you're watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field, and to start the top of the 5th inning here. And we're only about an hour and 15 minutes, 20 minutes into this contest. So actually moving right along quite well. And coming up for the Abbotsford Merchants here in the top of the 5th inning is Blake Bargander, the catcher. Blake 1 for 2 on the day. Flew out to the center in the first and base hit in the third. And the pitch for a ball gets away from catcher Ben Deach. Next pitch down low. As I mentioned, Cole Henniger pitching quite well since that first inning. And a pop-up out to left field and makes the catch is Colton Schillinger for out number 1. brings up Carson Carbo, who's 1 for 2 on the day. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do a complete furnace and air conditioning installation with professional services to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. First pitch, strike to Carson Carbo. Next pitch down low for a ball. Shaps will be home next this Friday as they take on the Eau Claire Cavaliers here at Hackman Field, and that foul ball is going way back over the press box here and almost over to Reese Field. So be a nice chase for some young man out there to get a ball, and a swing and a miss for strike 3 as Carson goes down for the second time today. And that is a Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never happened. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, the DH, Aaron Morrow. Left-hander takes the first pitch for a call strike right down the main drag. Cole from the stretch. And the pitch. And a ground ball to Jack Tubbs. Jack backhands it, throws over to first, and for the first time in today's contest that either team has gone 1, 2, 3. So for the Merchants, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left after 4.5 innings of play. It's the Abbotsford Merchants 5 and the Marshfield Chaparrals 4, and you are watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and number 1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota compact do-it-all tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
Taqueria Monarca opening July 8th at the Marshfield Mall. Taqueria Monarca brings you the bold and authentic flavors of Mexico. Open July 8th at the Marshfield Mall. Taqueria Monarca.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field. I was going to go back and sharpen my pencil there, but pencil sharpener's not plugged in today. They put a big fan back there so it'd be nice and cool up here for us. Which is nice of them. I thought there was more of a breeze up here than normal. Maybe they thought maybe it was the hot air that I was bringing out, John, huh? Leading off for the Chaparrals. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as we have a 5-4 ball game as the Chaparrals have come back. And taking the first pitch and popping it up to the third baseman, Lucas Stanke, is Colton Schillinger for out number 1. And bringing up Brady Lock-in now.
First baseman, Brady Lock-in.
As Brady is 1 for 1, as he walked into second and had a 2-run single back in the third to put the Chaparrals right back into this contest. And takes the first pitch down low for a ball. And a ground ball to Castillo at short. And he bobbles it. And that'll put him on with an error. Routine ground ball to Castillo. And so the go-ahead run comes to the plate. And Ben Deach, the catcher. Ben has walked back in the second, grounded to the second baseman in the third. So as the Chaps try to take the lead here for the first time in today's contest. And breaking ball right across the heart of the plate for a call strike. And pitch down low. Special thanks to our game day sponsors, Woodfield Inn and Suites, Rem's Funeral Home, and G&D Wood Products. We thank you for being proud sponsors, and we'd like to thank all of our sponsors to help you bring this ball game, and it doesn't cost you one penny, as it's all free. And a ground ball to third, and Steinke, and it gets by the first baseman, and they're going to wave him in, and a throw to home, and this game is tied, folks. As Brady Larkin comes all the way around from first on that ground ball to third, as the throw got away from the first baseman, and Larkin came all the way around to score as it went down the fence line on the first base side and ties this contest up at 5. And going to second on that play is Ben Deach. So it'll be an unearned run. And Sean puts one way foul here. So we're tied at 5 here in the bottom of the 5th. And Sean goes down for one and hits it out of play.
Kids return foul balls to concession stands to get your name entered in for a bite. Sponsored by Brock and Reel.
So Sean Bryant, who has walked twice, once in the second, once in the fourth, and scored in the fourth. And Sean staying alive. Count remains 0-2 with one down here in the bottom of the 5th. Now, talking about our sponsors, we thank you very much for sponsoring these ball games, Legion ball games, the Marshfield Legion baseball and softball games, and the Chaparral games here. And a ground ball to third, and throw over to first. And Deach, I don't know, but Deach was third baseman. I think could have just stood there and tagged Deach as he was going by, but he threw it to third, or over to first to get the out, as there is now 2 outs, and Deach goes to third on the play. You usually do not see that. When a ground ball is hit to third and you're a runner at second, you wait till at least he throws the ball before he goes to third. But, I mean, Deach was like 3/4 of the way to third base already. And pitch comes in for a call strike to the leadoff hitter, Isaiah Byral. Isaiah 2 for 3 on the day. Singled in the first, grounded to short in the second, and a base hit in the fourth. And he fouls that one off. So 1-2 count to Isaiah Byral. Colin DeBoer on deck. Colin 3 for 3 on the day. And Isaiah pops this one up. And making the catch is Steinke at third for out number 3. But the Chaparrals come up with 1 run on no hits, 2 errors, and left 1 stranded. So after 5 complete innings of play, it's all knotted up at 5, and you're watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field, and we are all knotted up at 5. It's an all brand new ball game, and the way this thing started, as Abbotsford scored 5 runs in the first inning, and the old saying is never say die, because or as Yogi used to say, it's not over till it's over. But so it turns out that we are all knotted up at 5, and it's a great ball game here, and the fans are well, you really can't say they're getting their money's worth, because they didn't pay to get in. So, but they are being entertained today, as this is one great ball game, and there has been some great games here at Jack Hackman Field, and I've witnessed a lot of them. And so it's a whole new ball game now, and leading off for the Abbotsford Merchants here in the top of the 6th inning is the leadoff hitter, Tanner Robbie, as Robbie 1 for 3 on the day. He base hit and scored in the first, flew out to center in the first, and popped out to the first baseman back in the 3rd inning. So his 4th plate appearance here, and Cole Hediger has done an outstanding job since that 1st inning. He has given up no runs on just 4 hits, and he has struck out 3 since then. He's got 4 in the ball game, but has done an outstanding job, and actually hit 1 batter back in the 2nd inning, but with no walks. So great job by former Neilsville grad Cole Hediger. Cole from the stretch. Just missed inside on that breaking ball. As Cole has pretty much quieted the Abbotsford bats. And pitch upstairs. And brushing back Tanner Robbie. Cole working from the stretch, and the pitch. Ground ball to third, and rolls out to left field, and Tanner will pick up his 2nd hit of today's contest. Bringing up Blake Jacoby. Blake is 1 for 2 on the day. He singled back in the 2nd, had a sacrifice in the 1st, and grounded out to the first baseman. And that could be all for Cole right there, as it's a call to the bullpen. And coming in is, we'll get the glasses here and see what number we've got. And we've got number 21. That would be Hunter Korger is now pitching for the Chaparrals. So we're going to let him warm up, and we're going to take a commercial break here, and I'm going to send it back to John. And you're watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
And we're back here at Hackman Field, and Hunter Korger now pitching for the Marshfield Chaparrals. A great job by Cole Hediger for the Chaparrals as he gave up 5 runs on, let's see, we've got on 10 hits, and he struck out, what did I have? I think 5 strikeouts and walked none. He did hit a batter, so, but from the second inning on, he was just outstanding as he gave up only 5. He gave up 5 hits. He struck out 4 and hit a batter. But that first inning, he had given up 5 runs on 5 hits, and the 2 errors that the Chaps had did not help either. But and an attempted bunt by Blake Jacoby for strike 1. Right-handed pitcher, and went for it also. As Hunter Korger out on the mound now for the Chaparrals, right-handed pitcher. So I really can't tell you about Hunter. I have no information about him at all. So, and a swing and a miss, but I'll tell you, he put 3 of them right past Blake Jacoby there for out number 1.
Shortstop, J.V. Castillo.
And first pitch to J.V. Castillo, who's now playing short for Abbotsford. And down on the dirt, blocked nicely by Deach. And fouling it back. It's kind of funny saying, you know, blocking it nicely in the dirt, because the last 2 ball games I've done has been on artificial turf, and you don't get any dirt on artificial turf. So it's kind of a little different to say that he blocked it, you know, off the dirt. And so yeah, we did girls softball on Wednesday night, and last week I was over at Wisconsin Rapids and did a ball game there. But Hunter Korger walks Castillo and puts runners now at first and second for Abbotsford. And we are tied up in this contest as the Chaparrals have come back. They were down 5-0 in the after the first half inning, down 5-0, but they've battled back and taken the lead, or tied this contest up. And bringing up Mateo Lopez, who's playing center field for Abby now. And a swing and a miss. And the pitch, and fouling it back. So, 0-2 count to Lopez from the stretch, and the pitch. Swing and a miss! And a big strikeout for Hunter Korger, his second in this inning. Runners remain at first and second for the Abbotsford Merchants. And bringing up Peyton Schreiber, as Peyton has a very successful day, as he singled and had a 2-run single in the first and got hit by a pitch in the second and a base hit in the fourth. He is 2 for 2 on the day, and he takes the first pitch here and fouls it off for strike one. And he takes that second pitch, curveball by Hunter, fouls it off for strike two. Hunter from the stretch, and a pitch upstairs for a ball. Abbotsford will be in action. It's youth night at the ballpark up in Abbotsford on Wednesday as they take on the Everest Merchants. And first pitch for that is 7 o'clock. And going down to third and knocking it down. Nice stop by third baseman Sean Bryant. Otherwise, that would have scored a run there. Throw was off just a little bit by Deach, and a great stop by Bryant. Otherwise, that would have gone out to left field. And Robbie could have scored on that, but Robbie will get actually a double steal on that. He'll get credit for a stolen base, and Castile credited with a stolen base. And a ground ball to third. Down the line, past the diving Bryant, and 2 runs may score on this. And it does. As a 2-run single by Schreiber, his third hit in today's ball game. As it puts Abbotsford back out on top, 7-5. So a big hit by Peyton Schreiber puts the Abbotsford Merchants back on top 7-5 here at Jack Hackman Field. Here in the top of the 6th inning, a shot that went right off the glove of Sean Bryant at third. He stopped one on a throw from the catcher, but he just could not get to that one on that base hit by Peyton down the third base line. And a swing and a miss by Lucas Stanke, as the fans love it when this guy strikes out, as it's half price on drinks. And a ground ball and off the glove of Bryant. And safe, and that'll be an error on the third baseman. So we've got runners at first and second now, with 2 down. And coming to the plate is Blake Bargander. Blake is 1 for 3 on the day. In fact, looking at this Abbotsford lineup, there is only one player that does not have a base hit for Abbey. And it's appealed, and they're saying that Bargander went for a strike. As Ken Dayton appealed to Nate Crevilian out on the bases, and a base shot up the middle. And they're going to hold up Schreiber at third, and that is the second hit by Bargander today. And so bases loaded here for Abbotsford in the bottom of the 6th inning, as they're trying to open this one up a little bit, give himself a little more breathing room, and it looks like the Chaparrals are going to have to make a second comeback in this contest. And a call strike on the outside corner, right at the letters, to Carson Carbo, as Carson is 1 for 3 on the day. And a swing and a miss for strike two. Carson has a base hit back in the first and has gone down on strikes in the third and fifth inning. And a ground ball to short to Byrell. Byrell fires over to first. Great play by Isaiah Byrell. Very, very tough play. Went to his right, had the pick set, and he threw a bullet to Barry Locken at first for the third out here in the bottom of the sixth. But the Abbotsford Merchants come up with 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and left 3 left. So after 5.5 innings of play, it's the Abbotsford Merchants 7 and the Marshfield Chaparrals 5. And you are watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Taqueria Monarca opening July 8th at the Marshfield Mall. Taqueria Monarca brings you the bold and authentic flavors of Mexico. Open July 8th at the Marshfield Mall. Taqueria Monarca.
And we're back here at Hackman Field in Dairyland Baseball. And Abbotsford comes up with 2 runs here in the top of the 6th inning to take a 7-5 lead. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident and in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and like them on Facebook. And leading off for the Chaparrals, here in the bottom of the 6th inning, the right fielder, Cullen DeBoer. And Cullen having a great day as he singled in the first with a stolen base, singled and scored in the third, and singled in the fourth. So 3 for 3 on the day. All his good hits going to right field. And this one here is going to go to left field and picked up by the left fielder out there. And Cullen 4 for 4 on the day. And he may have another shot of possibly going 5 for 5 in today's contest. And Riley Ballman coming to the plate. Riley 1 for 3 and has scored a run. Had to check to see who is playing left field out there now for Abbotsford. And that would be Carbo. And base hit by Riley Ballman. His second hit in the ball game as he takes the first pitch. And Chaparrals fighting back here. Carson Carbo is playing left field for Abbotsford now. Pitch outside for a ball. That to Logan Homolka. Logan is 1 for 2 on the day. Had a sacrifice fly back in the fourth to make this a 5-4 ball game. As Ken Dayton taking a real beating back there today. And fly ball down the left field side, a lot of room, and Lucas lost the side of the ball there a little bit and had to see possibly where the fence was. But there is a lot of room at this ballpark. There's more than normal. Actually, this is about as much room as you have at a major league ballpark of along the sides here. There is a lot of room here. So in that foul ball territory. In fact, I'll never forget the first time when I worked the ball game here, and I was with Stevens Point, and head coach George Roman says to me, he says, "Gee, Mike, I need a golf cart in order to get from the dugout to home plate. There's so much room here." So, but yeah, there is a lot of room at this ballpark, and which is really nice. So, you know, it's chances of ball players getting hurt, of running into the fence, is very rare because there is a lot of room here. And a base shot out to right field, and they're going to hold him up right there as we now have bases loaded as Logan rips one to right field for the Shaps and loads them all up now with nobody out. As the same way they started in the third inning to get their scoring going, and that was started by Cullen DeBoer and Bauman had a single and Homolka had a single. So this is, talk about deja vu, this is identical to what the third inning was. So with the bases juiced, and Jack Tubbs at the plate. Jack looking for his first hit of the game. He scored back in the third. He does have a stolen base, but he's looking for his first hit of today's ball game. And a ground ball to short. You're only going to get one here. And Jack will get a fielder's choice, but he'll get an RBI as he knocks into DeBoer with a run and makes this contest now 7-6 in favor of Abbotsford. And we get a forced out at second. Homolka is eliminated. He'll go 6-4. Jack on with a fielder's choice. He could land up stealing here. He is a threat anytime he's on the bases. First pitch comes into Colton Schillinger for a call strike. Colton looking for his first hit of this contest. He's 0 for 3. Jack will get a nice lead at first. Head first, back in the first. Over at third is Riley Bauman. Robbie from the stretch. Just misses outside. Chaparrals were shut out in the first two innings, but they put 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, now 1 in the sixth, and a swing and a miss by Schillinger. Makes the count now 1-2 with 1 down here in the bottom of the sixth inning. From the stretch and the pitch. And a ground ball, an RBI single as Schillinger picks up his first hit of the ball game at a big, crucial time and knocks in Riley Bauman to tie this game up at 7-all as Jack Tubbs goes into second. And Brady Locken has been on base 3 times today. He's walked back in the first, base hit in the third, and got on with an error in the 5th inning and scored to tie this contest up. And a dribbler to short, over to first, in time. As got Brady by a half a step. That was a good call. And the catcher, Ben Deach, has runners now at second and third. It may be an out, but advanced both runners now in scoring position here. And a slow roller and a bobble. And run will score. And it's now 8-7, Chaparrals. As the Chaps come pounding back. This inning is about as identical as that third inning. I mean, this is really deja vu. As Deach gets credited with an RBI. And we have runners at the corners. And brings up Sean Bryant. Bryant looking for his first hit. And just about got it as just missed going down that third base line there. As third baseman Lucas Stanke playing off the line there. As he's inching a little bit closer to the line. And a ground ball could be in the hole. Yes, he gets his first hit and gets an RBI. As players who have not had their first hit in the ball game, we get 3 of them right away. That comes up with big hits in Schillinger, Deach, and Bryant all get their first hit of the ball game, and they come at a big, crucial time to give the Chaparrals a 2-run lead here, as they have scored 4 in this inning. And bringing up Isaiah Byrell, he is the 9th batter in this inning. Runners at first and second. Deach at second. Bryant at first. And Isaiah. And we've lost the count up on the scoreboard. Pitch inside. And a call strike by Ken Dayton, as he really doesn't signal. He puts the count, but he puts it right in front of his body and nobody can see it. So, and Isaiah gets on with a walk. So bases loaded and back up. Well, I said as Colin could get his 5th at bat, but I didn't think he was going to get it this soon, as he is now coming to the plate for the 5th time in this contest. Isaiah just started his 5th appearance, but Colin could go 5 for 5 in this contest, and what a time with bases loaded. And a pitch outside. Bases loaded, and Colin has gone 4 for 4. Singled in the first with stolen base, singled and scored in the third, singled in the fourth, singled and scored here in the 6th. And the pitch. And a shot down the right field line, just foul. As the Chaps have brought their bats here in the 6th inning. And a shot. Oh, and a line shot right to the shortstop, Castillo, for out number 3. But the Chaparrals come up with 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left. So after 6 innings of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 9 and the Abbotsford Merchants 7. And you're watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's two great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
And we're back here at Hackman Field as the Chaparrals come up with 4 runs. The bottom of the 6th inning, it was a big inning for both teams as Abbotsford put up 2 to take the lead back at 7-5, and then the Chaps come up with 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th to take a 9-7 lead here as both teams have brought their bats here to Hackman Field. And Abbotsford coming to start the 7th inning now is Aaron Morrow, the DH. And he is looking for his, Alex Williams now hitting for Morrow. As he will be in that DH spot for the Merchants. And a swing and a miss. Left-handed hitting. Yep. Oh. And Williams with a shot down the left field line and out of play. As Schillinger tried to make an effort for that. Of course, Schillinger playing way off the line on this left-handed hitter, so had no really chance to field that ball. Korger pitched down low. And we do have the, we must have fixed the fuse on the count up there, so I see it's back. So we paid the light bill, so the full light bill, so we get all the lights back. So, and fly ball out to left, and Schillinger makes a catch on his knees for out number 1. So, bringing up Tanner Robbie, the pitcher who started at short, and Tanner 2 for 4 on the day. Single back in the first, flew out the center fielder in the first, popped out the first baseman, and base hit with a stolen base and scored back in the 6th to give that Abbotsford that lead back at 6-5. But the Chaps have put it together in the last. Actually, they've put it together in the last 4 innings here, and have done a great job as they put up a 3 spot in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 4 in the 6th. So, very exciting ball club as Hunter Korger in here trying to shut down the door here on the Abbotsford Merchants. He has given up 1 run here in the 6th inning. The other run was credited to Cole Hediger. And hit by pitch is Robbie. We'll see if it'll affect him on the mound when he comes out in the bottom of the 7th inning here.
Second baseman, Blake Jacoby.
And the second baseman, Blake Jacoby, now batting for Abbotsford. Blake is 1 for 3 on the day. Struck out his last time in the 6th inning. Hunter from the stretch. Pitch upstairs for ball. Yeah, this rivalry with Abbotsford and Marshfield goes way, way back. I mean, I remember when it was the Marshfield Max, way back. Abbotsford was still going yet at baseball, and they'd play them. And I mean, when Tom Krause started this Chaparral team, also, I remember Abbotsford always coming. I mean, around the 4th of July, you know, either Abbotsford would come here or Marshfield would go up to Abbotsford around the 4th of July, and it was always a battle between these two clubs. And a call strike to Jacoby. But, yeah, a lot of memories between these two ball clubs. They've been around a long time, and a swing and a miss by Jacoby for strike 2. 3-2 count now with 1 down, runner at first. And fouling it off, ShedsDeliver.com. ShedsDeliver.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at ShedsDeliver.com. I know they're located just on the south side of town here by the roundabouts, and I've looked at those sheds, and that's very, very well-made sheds. I mean, if you needed a really good made shed, go and see them and give them a call, because they're outstanding sheds. So, ShedsDelivered.com. And Jacoby gets on with a walk, and now runners at first and second, and the go-ahead run at the plate for Abbotsford. And the shortstop, J.V. Castillo. Castillo, who started out in center field, moved over to short when the pitching change was, and just missing outside. Beautiful day here at the ballpark. And catches the inside corner, and Ken Dayton making that call behind the plate. And on the bases is Nate Crevillian. Hunter from the stretch and popped her up. And coming in is center fielder Riley Ballman, and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down here.
Center fielder, Mateo Lopez.
Center fielder Mateo Lopez now. Mateo 1 for 4 on the day. You know, you don't usually see a lot of ball players get 5 appearances to the plate in one ball game. And here we are only in the 7th inning, and this is the 4th player on Abbotsford that is making their 5th appearance at the plate. And Mateo takes the first pitch for a call, strike 1. Hunter from the stretch, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As Hunter will actually be the pitcher of record on this. And pitch upstairs, brushes back Mateo a little bit. We'll give you a list of games for next week. And a swing and a miss as Mateo swings at a high fastball for strike 3, and that is strikeout number 3. And that is a Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never happened. And Abbotsford comes up with no runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left. And so after 6.5 innings of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 9 and the Abbotsford Merchants 7. And you're watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field, and scheduled for next week, starting on Monday. We've only got one game on the docket, and that's the Marshfield Legion team, who's playing outstanding ball. They're 14-1 on the season, just having an outstanding season. They will travel to DC Everest to take on the Evergreens, and Chris will be on the call for that one. On Tuesday, Plover is at Everest. Wausau is at Marshfield, and Gene Delisio will be bringing you that. And Stevens Point is at Wisconsin Rapids. And on, Wednesday, we've got Plover at Stevens Point, Wausau at Wisconsin Rapids, Merrill at Everest. And I will be covering the girls softball. Tomahawk will be coming to Marshfield as American Legion girls softball at Madison Field. Over by the high school, and John and I will be covering that one. And then on Thursday, it's Merrill at Marshfield Legion Baseball and Wapaka at New London. On Friday, it's Marshfield at Green Bay Southwest and Legion Baseball, and that will be over at Carson, if I'm not mistaken, at Carson Park in Eau Claire at the Eau Claire tournament. And lacrosse is at Wisconsin Rapids in a doubleheader. Steve will be covering that. And the Eau Claire Cavaliers will be coming into Marshfield here, and John and I will be covering that. So if you can't make it here to Hackman Field, just John and I will take good care of you, and we'll give you the play-by-play of that one. And then on Saturday, Marshfield is at Winona over at Carson Park, and Marshfield will take at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then at 10 o'clock that game is. And at 8 o'clock, Marshfield and Eau Claire will meet in Legion Ball over at Carson Park. So a lot of action. And then we've got some on next Sunday also. We've got 3 ball games going on. The Legion will be in action also over there. So a lot of action going on next week here on Zaleski Sports. And we are just proud and happy to have you join us for each and every ball game, as the Chaparrals start out here in the bottom of the 6th inning, as Riley Ballman gets a walk to start off the 7th inning, and bringing up the DH, Logan Homoka. Logan is 2 for 3 on the day, with 2 singles and a sacrifice. He struck out back in the first, so Logan having a good day also, as he came up with a big hit in that 6th inning, and also big hit in that 3rd inning also to get things going for the Chaparrals. Logan also doing a very fine job this season on the mound also. Former UW Stevens Point grad. And a shot out to right center, and off the wall. And that's going to bring in a run. Logan rounding second. He's heading for third. Coming in to score is Riley Bauman. And Logan with a stand-up triple. Boy, calling that one right at the right time. As Logan with another RBI to his credit. And giving the Chaparrals a little more cushion here now, leading 10-7 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Jack Tubbs, who had an RBI back in the 6th inning on a fielder's choice, he's looking for his first hit of the ball game. And this is his 5th plate appearance. So actually, Isaiah and Colin could have 6 plate appearances in this ball game if things work out right here. Nobody out. And the number 5 hitter, Jack Tubbs, at the plate with a 1-2 count. And upstairs, I just noticed they gave me Jack's wrong number. And a fly ball out to left field could bring in another run and makes the catch. And a great throw, but a little late. And the speed of Logan Homolka scores, and Jack Tubbs picks up his 2nd RBI. Jack may have not had a hit today, but the contact he has made has been very, very effective, as he's come up with 2 RBIs and he's scored twice in this contest. So been very well done by Jack with making contact. So a big factor, even though it'll look in a line score of Jack going 0 for 5, but he scored twice, had a stolen base, sacrifice fly, 2 RBIs. I mean, actually, that's a great day. And even though it'll show that he went 0 for 5, but it's the little things that a player does to make it a really good ball game. So Jack doing just that today, just that little extra. As Colton Schillinger now comes to the plate. As the Chaps put up a 2 spot now here in the 7th inning. And a fly ball out to center field, and backpedaling is Lopez, and he makes the catch for out number 2 as Colton gave it a ride. Colton now 1 for 5 on the day. And Brady Locken is 1 for 3 on the day and scored a run. And catches the outside corner. Ken Dayton has been consistent with that call all day long. So I'll tell you, nobody could complain about that because he's been very, very consistent with it. And a pop-up to the shortstop, and making the catch is Castillo for out number 3. But the Chaparrals come up with 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. So after 7 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 11 and the Abbotsford Merchants 7. And you are watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Yeah, and we're back here at Jack Hackman Field, and we're going to tell you about, where is it? Here it is, Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. And Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. And B&D Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at bigbeardown.com. That's B&D Sports Shop, located in Abbotsford and Cadott. And we're just waiting here as a little equipment going on down here. And Ben Deach having a little problem with his equipment down there. We'll give you the new power ratings here. In Division A, there's two divisions. There's an A and B in the Wisconsin Baseball Association, the WBA. And the number one is River Falls Fighting Fish. I love these nicknames. Is the River Falls Fighting Fish is number one. The Rapids Red Hawks are number two. The Eau Claire Bears, not the Cavaliers. There used to be 3 Eau Claire teams. There was the Bears. Bears actually go back even to the Hank Aaron years back at the minor league level over at Eau Claire. And they came back with the Bears. But the Eau Claire Bears are number 3. There was another Bears team that actually left the WBA this year, but the Cavaliers and Bears are still playing over there, and the Bears are number 3. Viroqua Sox are number 4. The Cadott Red Sox 5. Hudson River Rats are 6. The Holman Features are 7. Number 8 is Spring Valley Hawks. The number 9 is Spooner Cards, and number 10 is the Hayward Hawks. In Division B is the Glidden Orioles. The Elmwood Expos are number 2. Number 3 is the Norwalk Knights. Number 4 is the Abbey Merchants. They are ranked number 4. And then number 5 is the Whittlesey Reds, who we saw here at Hackman against the Chaparrals. The Chaparrals beat them this year. Number 6 is the Osceola Braves. And this one always going to, I love this because I've umpired up at Rib Lake, and I've seen these big birds. The Rib Lake Osprey, as they sit up on the big poles up there in Rib Lake by the Ball Diamond. And number 8 is the Interwalled Wood Ticks. And number 9 is the Troy Haw Shakers. And number 10 is the Ellsworth Hubbers. So that's your power rankings in the WBA. And a fly ball out to left field, and Colton Schillinger takes control out there and makes the catch for out number 1, as retires Peyton Schreiber for out number 1. And Peyton having actually a great day. He was 3 for 3 going into that at-bat. And now the special batter that all the fans love here when he strikes out, and he's done it once today, and he is 1 for 4 on the day, and that's Lucas Stanke, now hitting for the Abbotsford Merchants, trailing 11-7 here in the top of the 8th inning. And a pitch right at the knees for a call strike. And the pitch. And a fly ball. And motoring over to his left and making a one-handed grab on the run is Colton Schillinger for out number 2. So Colton taking control out there. And bringing up Blake Bargander. Now 2 for 4 in this contest. He flew out to the center fielder in the first, singled in the third, flew out to the left fielder in the fifth, and singled in the sixth. Wind up and the pitch. Breaking ball looking, boy, from this angle here, that really looks pretty. You can actually see the break on that, just fantastic. And he figured we're going to stay with it. You think he'll go 3 times in a row with it? Because he hasn't touched it the first 2 times. The windup and the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Count now, we've got a pair of 2s up there with 2 down. Hunter Kroger on the mound, and breaking ball, and he figured it out this time. Power alley in right center, and heading into second with a stand-up double is Blake Bargander as he gets his 3rd hit in today's ball game.
Left fielder, Carson.
Nice ball game for Blake today. He's done a nice job behind the plate also for the Merchants. And coming is Carson Carbaugh. Carson 1 for 4 on the day. Grounded out to the shortstop back in the 6th inning. And the stretch. High fastball by Korger. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Hunter gets a sign from the stretch. Breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Carson gets back into the box. Hunter with ready. Delivered. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So the Merchants come up empty-handed here in the top of the 8th inning. They get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. So after 7.5 innings of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 11 and the Abbotsford Merchants 7. And you are watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field. And now pitching for the Merchants is Peyton Schreiber. And over at first base, let's see where who's over there now. And number 23 is over there. That would be Lucas Stanke. And so let's see who's over at, well, let's see. We're moving all over the place here. I think that is Mr. Lopez over there at, yes, or no, it's Castillo over at third. And making the first out is Ben Deach. And Ben So has 1 for 4 so far on the day. Bringing up Sean Bryan. Sean got his first hit in today's contest back in that 4-run 6th inning, as he is now 1 for 2 with a run scored. And he's going to pop one up. And taking control is first baseman. That would be Lucas Stanke now. And pops out to him for the second out. And bringing up Isaiah Byrel, as Isaiah making his 6th appearance to the plate today. And we're in the 8th inning. So he did not bat in the 3rd inning or the 7th inning. That's one advantage of leading off, is you get enough plate appearances. And a breaking ball, and Isaiah takes the first strike. A 1-1 count. One and 2 count to Isaiah. And he fouls off. Stay alive. Yeah, nice netting there. A lot of bounce to that. That came back and hit it quite well and bounced right back to the catcher. And the pitch. And off the end of the bat, the first baseman throws over the pitcher, and great job covering as Schreiber does 1-2-3 inning here for the Abbotsford Merchants. And so the Chaparrals, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And that's first time tonight, or this afternoon, that the Chaparrals have gone 1-2-3. And Abbotsford has gone 1-2-3, and that was back in the 5th inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And so after 8 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 11 and the Abbotsford Merchants 7. And you're watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
And we're back here at Jack Heckman Field, and top of the 9th inning, and a lot of work has to be done here by the Abbotsford Merchants if they want to pick up a win here at Hackman Field, as they're going to have to make up at least a 4-run deficit here. And leading off is Alex Williams, who came in replacement of Aaron Morrow back in the 7th inning as the DH. And swing and miss on the first one. A bounder. Hunter Korger fielded that ball, and he was close enough. He was thinking about tagging him. He thought, nah, maybe I better just throw it to first base and get it done with. So, 1 down here in the 9th inning. And the pitch down low to back to the top of the batting order. And this will be Tanner Robbie's 6th appearance in today's contest. And actually, there was 3 innings that he did not bat in, because he batted twice in the first inning. He did not bat in the second. Didn't bat in the, didn't bat in the, the second, the 4th, the 5th, and the 8th. So, but this is his 6th appearance, and he walks. So he's been actually on 4 times in today's contest. And Blake Jacoby. Blake is 1 for 3 on the day and scored a run back in the first. And the pitch, a call, strike, catching the inside corner. And a call, strike 2. Hunter gets the sign from the stretch, upstairs for a ball. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. That is a Jamie Wenzel strikeout. A Serve Pro strikeout, in fact. And called Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. So, last chance here for the Abbotsford Merchants. That's 2 down here in the top of the 9th. And a pitch to J.V. Castillo, who is making his 6th appearance to the plate. And he is actually 1 for 4 officially. And a wild pitch gets away. And going to second is Robbie. As Hunter gets a new baseball from the umpire here. We'll be coming up with the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, and NasonvilleDairy.com. Be coming up right after this ball game. We'll be talking to the winning head coach and player of the game. And Castillo walks. So now we have runners at first and second. Shaps are up by 4. So they're making this a little interesting here. Actually, the tying run is in the on-deck circle. And batting now is Mateo Lopez, who is 1 for 5 on the day. And the pitch upstairs for a ball. As Hunter having a little problems here, trying to find the plate, as that is the second batter he has walked in this inning. He has walked 4 in the contest. He has struck out 5. From the stretch, Hunter with the deliver. And fouling back into the screen here. And so, the Abbotsford Merchants down to their last strike here. 1 and 2 count with 2 down. Runners at first and second. Hunter gets the sign from Ben from the stretch and the pitch. And a call, strike 3, and win for the Shaps. And strikeout number 6, and that's a strikeout called Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. So, a big come from behind victory for the Marshfield Chaparrals as they were down 5-0 in the first inning, but even before they had a chance to bat. But they came back battling as the Abbotsford scored 5 in that first inning, and then Shaps came back, tied it up. They scored 3 in the second, scored a run in the fourth, and run in the fifth to tie the contest up. Abbotsford went back ahead 7-5, but then the Shaps turned around and scored 4 in the bottom of the 6th inning to go up 9-7. And added 2 more on in the 7th, and cruise to 11-7 victory as the Shaps brought the sticks today. As I've got them unofficially for 6, 8, 14. I've got them for 15 hits today. So I mean, on 11 runs, and they stranded 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 runners on top of that yet. So, but a great comeback win to make the Chaparrals now 4-5 on the season, and Abbotsford falls to 11-5 overall. A reminder: Abbotsford has a big ball game against Everest, and it's youth night at Abbotsford, and so go up and sponsor. Show your support up in Abbotsford and the youth up in that area, and they get great crowds up in Abbotsford, and good luck to them the rest of the season. And also the Chaparrals, they will be in action on Friday night here at Jack Hackman Field. That's their next ball game, when they take on the Eau Claire Cavaliers, a very good ball club year in and year out. So you can expect a good ball game coming here Friday night. And if you can't make it, you can listen to John and I here on Zaleski Sports. And so we will be back in just a bit with the Nasonville Dairy's post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, and NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll be back in just a bit, and you've been brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today.
And I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Taqueria Monarca opening July 8th at the Marshfield Mall. Taqueria Monarca brings you the bold and authentic flavors of Mexico. Open July 8th at the Marshfield Mall. Taqueria Monarca.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
All right, Mike Steinwagner back here at Hackman Field, and a great come-from-behind victory. Actually, twice, Luke, you came back from behind, down 5-0, and fought back, tied it up at 5, and they went ahead to put it 7-5, and then you guys had that big 4-run sixth inning there to give you a little cushion there of a 2-run lead, but a great comeback, not just by Colin here, but actually by your whole ball club, up and down the lineup. And you've had that type of lineup that up and down it, somebody will come up with a key hit.
Yeah, spotting them 5 runs in the first put us behind early, but we did a good job. We threatened in the first inning, didn't get anyone across. Second inning didn't go so great, but that third inning, I think it was, we had a couple guys on. We started getting some runs, and then each inning after that, I think we chipped in 1-2 runs after a 3-run third, and we just kept battling. They came back on us and were battling against us really well and putting the ball in play. They weren't striking out a lot, but yeah, it's a fun ball game, back and forth, and it seemed like every time we needed a hit, someone was coming through up and down the lineup.
Well, actually, you talk about that first inning, but Cole came back and actually pitched great ball. Those 3 or 4 innings that he pitched yet, but pitched outstanding ball after that first inning.
Yeah, every now and then Cole just needs to settle down a little bit. Once in a while he struggles with some control. Just seems like in his first inning, but once he gets through that, it seems like he's pretty dialed in. And after we got out of that first inning and we started getting some runs back, he settled in. I think he had 3 or 4 straight innings of no runs there, and then he let a guy get on, and Corger came in and started throwing strikes and finished the game for us. So yeah, Cole gave us a chance to win, and that's all we asked for. Yeah, and Corger,
I think he pitched almost 3 2/3 innings or 3-4 innings in there, and but he got the win for you, and great control by him also.
Yeah, it's kind of his MO is throwing a lot of strikes. He's done that for years for us when he's gotten the opportunity to be on the mound. So yeah, he really came in, attacked. I think the first couple batters he's faced, he maybe struck out, and then got one down the line on him that scored a couple runs from Cole's letting a couple guys on. But yeah, he came in, he threw strikes and gave us a chance to let our defense make some plays for him.
All right, you got the Cavaliers coming in on Friday. Hope big crowd out here, and the Cavs are always a good ball club year in and year out.
Yeah, they're a tough opponent. They've got a lot of good talent in the Eau Claire area that comes out to play for them. But we look forward to playing anybody anytime. We love playing baseball, so we're looking forward to Friday night.
All right, Luke, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you Friday night then. Take care. Our star of the game, even though he does not want to be the star of the game, Colin DeBoer. Colin, great ball game you had today. Had 5 hits, and of course he came up that second time in that 7th inning. No, in the 6th inning actually, and you could have gone 5 for 5 or what? I can't read my own writing here. But yeah, you had 4 hits today, and you could have gone 5 for 5. But great ball game by you today.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I was just doing what I could to get on for the guys behind me. I'll let them hit me around, so doing everything I can to get on.
And like I said to Luke, that offense that you guys got here, just up and down the lineup, is just outstanding. That anybody that can come up with. I know I made a couple times there was guys towards the bottom of the order that did not had gotten hit, and I made a comment they're still looking for their first hit, and boom, just like that, they get their first hit and they come up with that big hit to add to the cushion then.
Yeah, we have confidence in 1 through 9, right? Everybody does a great job from day in and day out, so we're excited.
All right. So it was Abbotsford's a good ball club, and you beat a very good ball club this week, and it gives you the momentum now with the Cavs coming in this week.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to Eau Claire coming in on Friday. Hopefully we have a good turnout for the fans on Friday night.
All right. Again, thanks for stopping by, and we're going to put you in the house. You know how this is done?
No.
No, you don't.
No,
okay.
no.
All right. So this will be actually your debut then in the house. What I'll do, I'm going to give you the microphone. I'm going to count you down, 3, 2, 1, and say your full name and just say, I'm in the house, and put some enthusiasm into it.
All right. All right. 3, 2, 1. Colin DeBoer, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Colin. Good luck the rest of the season. You betcha. Again, a great win for the Chaparrals today as they come from behind twice to take down the Abbotsford Merchants and defeat them 11-7. And a great crowd again for the Chaparral game tonight. They've been getting great crowds all season long. And we hope to see you out here Friday night. If not, join John and I, and we'll give you all the play-by-play here from Hackman Field as the Eau Claire Cavaliers take on the Marshfield Chaparrals. For John, I'm Mike Steinweiter. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.